What is going on, guys? I wanted to go over and do a summary video on how I am leveraging my CRM, Attio. Now, I wanted to go over the setup and how I'm plugging in systems from every single kind of orifice, I guess, of Triggerfy into the Attio and making Attio like core to everything that we're doing. And the best part yet is my Attio subscription is completely free. So let's look at this at a very, very high level, what I have going on. So first things first, I have Segment. Now, Segment's a great tool for connecting any data and creating what we call like a data pipeline through to Attio. So in this case, I've connected our Postgres and pushing through any customer data that we get, i.e. someone signs up for Triggerfy, they're automatically added into our Attio. So that's that section taken care of. Then what I've done is I've used NA10 to connect the following three elements here. So we have a Slack community. So if they message us via Slack, I pick that up via NA10, I find them in Attio, and then I mark that and I upload the conversation into Attio. And it's the same for our intercom / kind of Gleep. If they message us, if anything happens, that is picked up and added via NA10 because there's no direct integration, which is really cool because then I can understand if anyone has had any kind of issues or anything like that when it comes to doing that. And then I've set up basically a bunch of agents that I trigger through a webhook from Attio into NA10 and then bring the results back. So how does this basically look? Well, let's start to look at a few things here. So first of all, I'm in like my people view here. You can see that I have different bits of information, and these are like features effectively if they're using the features. But one of the things that I have basically built into is an agent, and this agent basically will go ahead and query PostHog. So I have this option here where I can tick run user research essentially. And when I do this, what it's going to go do is the agent is now going to go and query PostHog and pull back any data that we have on them in terms of how active that person's been on the platform, how many times they've used certain things, how many times they've used certain features, and so on and so on. So it's a really, really good way of understanding usage on the platform. But what it's also doing is I am starting to understand things such as like risk status. So here, when we look at like our company overview, I have a section called churn status. If I go to here, and you can then start to see if there are any clients that are either a medium, low, or high risk to churn or no risk at all. And that is coming from usage data. And so what I'm looking at is like how active they are, and if they are active or not, then basically it updates this churn status automatically for me every few days. Let me just stop that there. I just want to see.